Hello everyone, what is up? Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day. Today we're going to be talking about what's happening with XRP in the XRP community. Now in CoinMarketCap, XRP is still the same. I mean, every coin it seems to be having a little pump. But if we go to Alex Kopp's tweet, who's still holding XRP? Are you guys still holding XRP? It looks like that many people seems to be holding XRP. A few days ago, I wanted to buy more XRP on Coinbase, but it looked like I reached my account limit. I think what I'm going to do is buy from Binance as well. Now guys, before we jump into news, I like to say I'm not a financial advisor, nor is financial advice, just for entertainment value only. XRP store tweeted out.
Being said, I would buy Ripple right here. I'm long Ripple, I'm long Ripple for my fun, and I'm long Ripple.
Everybody on Twitter buys low and sells high. We all know that.
I'm long, guys. This was in 2018. When XRP was $1.26, I would buy Ripple right here. Look at that, guys. That was then, but now XRP is at 20 cents. Why not buy it right now? Once again, from XRP Store.
So XRP is a digital asset that's kind of native to Ripple's technology. Last year was actually up almost 20,000%, which was the best performing of all digital assets. And I think the reason for that is because Ripple has been using XRP to solve a real problem for real customers, working with regulators. Other digital assets, one of them is when Ripple uses XRP, we're solving a payments problem. I believe that the more utility you drive, the more demand you're going to drive. And for most of these digital assets, you have fixed supply. If you have fixed supply and increasing demand, It's going to drive price up.
And yeah, the scarcity value certainly does that if they're being put to use even more than this, they're just being speculative instruments.
So XRP actually was the best performing digital asset in 2017. It was up, I think, something like 25,000%. The excitement around digital assets is because I think you're solving a real problem. And I think one of the things you saw happen, particularly last December, is there's understandably concern about regulation and what does that mean for digital assets. From the get-go, Ripple has worked with regulators, and we have worked with regulated institutions like banks where there isn't regulatory uncertainty. And so we have found that part of the reason why XRP has performed well is because people realize, hey, wait a minute, back to your question, is XRP the next Bitcoin? If we work with the system to solve this problem, and we can solve that problem at scale, a problem measured in the trillions of dollars, then there's a lot of opportunity to create value in XRP.
If we work with the system, XRP the best performing asset. XRP Yo-Yo has tweeted out, boom.
Listening to me, take out a couple of Euro banknotes and look at them. It features all sorts of architectural design, bridges, windows, doors, pillars that are actually the symbol of our European culture. We talk about the greenback for the dollar. Well, maybe the euro should be the blue bridge or some architectural device that is shared between the 19 countries. And this highlight, despite our diversity, shows that we share a culture that is largely rooted in that common heritage and that has never been contained by national boundaries. The other common feature, under this shared heritage, is the security feature that you will see on your banknote. The hologram and the watermark, what do they look like? But they look like the portrait of Europa, a figure from Greek mythology which serves as the face of the euro. So it is clear that when I sign my name in a few minutes, I will not simply be undertaking a procedural and bureaucratic task for future issuance of banknotes, but it's also a huge privilege and a task that I endorse on behalf of the entire ECB and the euro system to actually protect the euro and act as the custodian of that currency, which is our shared value. So far, I think the system and the ECB have done a fine job. Support for the euro has reached an all-time high, with 76% of our citizens now in favor of the single currency. 76% of our citizens favor the euro as a currency. Trust in our currency exists, and it is our duty to protect it to enrich it, to make progress. And as
The wise owl, Christine Lagarde, will use the Blue Bridge XRP for a new rich euro-dollar ecosystem. Next week comes from Boy XRP.
Founders, honorable members of the European Parliament, and representative of the United Nations, the World Bank, EIB, EBRD, and the OECD. Dear founding members, it is your great day. It is a real pleasure for me to celebrate with you the foundation of the International Association for Trusted Blockchain Applications. You can be proud to be part of this initiative from the first day. Yes, here we are. And we all know technological innovation matters. It affects how we live, we work, how we protect our climate, and how we generate welfare. And if Europe misses out on technological innovation, we pay a price. This price is measured in the loss of potential jobs, prosperities, and opportunities, and that would be a very real loss, too. Europe must make more of technological innovation, and blockchain technology is an innovation that Europe cannot afford to miss. At the same time, it is clear that we need strong governance if you want to get the most out of distributed ledger technologies for the general interest. And that means for our economy and for our society. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me begin by asking, why are DLT relevant? The answer relates to a deeply human concept, trust. Any economy relies on trust. Without trust, it simply does not work.
DLT, guys, and she was talking about blockchain innovation. Entropy has tweeted out, I've got insider info that something huge just happened, so Ripple just... Hold on my phone, my wife is calling. I'll have to get back to you. Don't worry, I've waited 2 years. I can wait for you to get off the phone to hear this amazing information. Carlos Wonkar tweeted out, the sleeping giant is upon us. Huddle strong. Look at this, guys. Standard custody. PolySign. Remember, David Schwartz was very, very excited about PolySign. Now, guys, we're into the fun part of XRP and the XRP community. Now, this is quite interesting. Luminous Design has tweeted out, let's see what Q3 brings to the world. Now, you guys can pause and read this. If you go down here from Nicholas Zach, we can see totally agree. Look at this, guys. Q1 red, Q2 red, Q3 money, Q4 money, money. Look at the Economist. Blueshy has tweeted out, XRP community is shrinking. That's good. Only the strong survive. Only the strong survive, guys. Next week comes from Realm the Weird. A reminder. Look at the price. Look at the price, guys. Goldman Sachs has tweeted out. We can see right here this word, but we can see if we go down here. We all know it's going to happen overnight. We want a near date or an exact date, guys, but it looks like overnight. Lots of people are saying overnight. Next week comes from Gold XRP. X marks the spot. X is the target. Believe in X, which is XRP and XLM. Crypto Mike has tweeted out, people think, how could they just flip a switch and send XRP through the roof? They wouldn't let ordinary people like us get rich overnight like that. The amount of people who hold XRP compared to the amount of people who don't is almost non-existent. Right place, right time. There you go, guys. The flip in the switch should happen. XRP Joker has tweeted out, XRP is not your average investment. It's the greatest opportunity you will ever face. Many are not worthy. Many do not understand its purpose or potential. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Yet some expect the finish line. Will you survive? What are you made of? XRP, XRP army. So guys, it's the greatest opportunity you will ever face. Chris has tweeted out, you see it from Enlighten. We can see Nasara plus Jasara. Now you guys can pause and read all of this. No poverty, no hunger, no debt, only global prosperity and peace for all. Nasara has merged with Jasara. XRP Shiz has tweeted out, XRP is a device for transferring money from the impatient weak hands to the patient hodlers. This is not for everyone. Some people just aren't built for this, guys. Are you guys built for this? Baba Cooks has tweeted out, the best is yet to come. We can see Recovery has begun. Will gain strength in Q3 and Q4. Again, there's the later Qs, guys. Quarter 3 and quarter 4. The final tweet for today's video comes from Mr. Poole. He posted this picture right here. Events are planned and controlled by a single entity while they make it seem like there are different elite groups involved. One group in control of it all, including people. Lots of stuff seems to be happening in the XRP and the cryptocurrency space. What are you guys' thoughts, guys? But anyways, guys, hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. If you guys did, please leave a like, subscribe if you guys haven't already. I will see you guys in the next video. Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day. And then, guys, see ya.
This is the beginning of the greatest economic cycle this country has had since World War II. And I knew the things that Donald would do, and he hasn't even got started. But this is the eye of the motherfucking storm, the perfect storm. It ain't never going to get any better. Never. This is perfect for the QLA model. If I could have written a prescription or a formula, I couldn't have written it any better. Low interest rates, money's free, you stupid. Massive chaos. And Donald's going to rip the mother economy apart. And he's going to for practice in a good way. This is it. It ain't never going to get anything better. This is like a multiple orgasm the rest of your life, you fucking slags that are in the audience. This is it.
Sometimes I don't want to hear what Dan has to tell me. But as I wrote in one of my blogs, the old man, he's always right. Because he's telling you what you don't want to hear about yourself, but what you know is true. And that is, you're not stepping yourself up. You're not stepping your game up. And you get caught up in fear. As Dan says, false expectations appear in reality.